Hey guys, thanks for obviously stopping by watching the video. Just remember, if you like it, just leave a like. Um, and if you do find yourself coming back here on the regular, then please subscribe. It may not help you a lot, but it does help me a lot. So thank you, and let's get on with the video. Bonjour mes amis, and welcome back to the week in review. This week was utter bullshit. I am serious, this week fucking sucked. Because a lot happened that was not supposed to fucking happen, okay? Read that fucking right. That was not supposed to happen. But, what am I talking about? Well, how about we just get ourselves right fucking into it. Starting off with Thursday Night Football, we had the Steelers take on the Browns. The battle of who sucks less in the AFC North. The game was weird, especially in the end, because Pittsburgh had it and they just shot the bed. You'll see what I mean after the stats. For the Steelers, Mitch Trubisky went 20 for 32, 207 yards, and that is it. Najee Harris led the rushers on the day, 15 carries for 56 yards. And look at that, he ran it for a touchdown. That's great. For the receiving core, it was led by Deontay Johnson, who caught the ball 8 times for 84 yards on 11 targets. Meanwhile, for the Browns, Jacoby Brissett went 21 for 31, 220 yards and 2 touchdowns. Damn good indeed. For the rushers, Nicholas Chubby Chubby Chub 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 Chub. Don't know why I did that. He carried the ball 23 times on the ground for 113 yards total, and he got himself a touchdown, which is really good because we love a Nicholas Chubby Chubby Chub 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 touchdown. For the receiving core, Amari Cooper and David Njoku both deserve praise this game. Cooper led the receiving core with 7 receptions, 101 yards, and a touchdown. Njoku caught the ball 9 times for 89 yards and a touchdown. Still pretty damn good. The end of the game can be... Basically, the game can be summarized by one play that happened at the end of the game. Browns punt, Steelers the cover. They lateral it once, they do a lateral twice. Fumble, recovered by the Browns in the end zone, touchdown, game over, 29-17, Browns take the win, in what is probably the ugliest finish I have ever fucking seen in any NFL game. Why in the fuck do we have to have bullshit? Oh wait, because it's part of our veins, that's why. For the next matchup, we got the Saints taking on the Panthers in a game where both offenses are inept as fuck. You'll see what I mean shortly, but seriously though, this game sucked. 2 teams that suck. So hey, might as well have a suck-off of who sucks more and who sucks less. For the New Orleans Saints, famous Jameis turnover biggery. Famous Jameis turnover biggery. 25 for 41, 353 yards. That's damn good. Touchdown, but 2 picks. Like I said, that's a new trend. Every time Jameis Winston throws an interception, I say famous Jameis turnover bakery. Simple as that. On the ground, Alvin Kamara led the rushers on the day. 15 carries for 61 yards. Not terrible, but also not great. If we're receiving, another new name. Last week we had a bunch of new names on the receiving, on the top receiver list. We have another one here. Traquan Smith caught the ball 4 times for 105 yards. You can't be mad at that. That's pretty damn good. For the Panthers, Baker Mayfield went 12 for 25, 170 yards and a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey proved he's good when he's healthy. 25 carries for 108 yards. Still pretty damn good. And a new name for the Panthers, at least I've seen on this list. Laviska Shenault Jr. led the receivers, 2 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown. Still pretty good. And that's what got the Panthers the win, 22-14 over the Saints. They're still 1-2. God, these teams are inept as fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the most inept game of the week. The Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears in what is a game of which team sucks less. Seriously, because both of these teams fucking suck. Well, the Bears have been, I guess, alright, but the Texans are just remain in suckitude. For the Texans, Mr. Uncut Dick Neck Man, known as Davis Mills, went 20 for 32, 245 yards, and a touchdown. And I shit you not when I read this rushing stat. This is probably the stupidest fucking dumb shit I've ever seen. Burkhead led the rushing corps. 3 carries, 9 yards. That's it. Wait, what? Do you want me to say anything else? That's literally it. For the receiving corps, Chris Moore, another new name, caught the ball 3 times for a total of 63 yards. That's not terrible. That's actually pretty decent. But you figure that's what, 21 yards per 21 yards per reception? That's not bad. That's actually really good. For the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields went 8 for 17, 106 yards, and decided to commit a couple hot pocket turnovers. And by a couple, I mean 2. For the rushing corps, Khalil Herbert looked fucking amazing this week. 20 carries on the ground, 157 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Jeez, that's really good. That's actually really good. I'm almost fucking willing to bet on that and say, G fucking G on that one. Khalil Herbert, you did damn well. You got like 31 fantasy points this week. Jesus Christ. That's the most I've ever seen out of him. But for receiving corps, not that impressive, with Cole Kmet leading on 2 receptions for 40 yards. Despite that, the Bears were able to walk out of Chicago with the win by a score of 23-20 in the winner of the Who Sucks last game. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you the game of utter bullshit. And this is only the first game of bullshit. Actually the second game, because the Browns one was bullshit. Carolina one was just mediocre. Last game was just who sucks less. In this game, sit fucking tight, folks, because this is so dumb. We have the Chiefs taking on the Colts. Yeah, let's just say that things are not what you fucking expect, because what the fuck was this game? What was this game? I don't know. Can we just fucking premise that the NFL season is just cursed? Can we just do that? I'm in favor. Let's just get on to the fucking stats. For the Chiefs, combined efforts of Patrick Mahomes and Tommy Townsend for 1 snap for whatever reason. Went 20 for 36, 262 yards, a touchdown, and a hot pocket turnover. Patrick Mahomes also led the rushing corps with 4 carries and 26 yards on the day. The receiving corps, however, was still good. Juju Smith-Schuster proved to be a wide receiver 1 with 5 receptions and 89 yards. That's still pretty good. I mean, that's still serviceable, I guess. Take what you will. For the Colts, Matt Ryan went 27 for 37, 222 yards and 2 touchdowns. Too many twos, I swear to God, kill me. For the rushing corps, Jonathan Taylor looked good as always, going 21 carries for 71 yards. It's still great. And for receiving, Michael Pittman Jr. caught the ball 8 times for 72 yards on his return from injury. It's somehow, ladies and gentlemen, the Indianapolis Colts have beating the Kansas City Chiefs. You think I'm joking. And that's what makes me laugh and die on the inside the most. The fact that you think I'm bullshitting you. I'm not. The Colts legitimately beat the Chiefs 20-17. What in the fuck kind of world are we in? Speaking of what the fuck kind of world are we in, Bills Dolphins in actually a pretty decent matchup in the AFC East. The Dolphins look hella good. The Bills also look hella good. So there's no way this game can be shit, right? Right, because this game wasn't actually shit. This game was really fucking good. Because you can't talk shit about it because this game was really good. I know I said the game was really good a lot, but it was. It was probably one of the better games of the week. I'm not even kidding you. If anything, I'm going to dub this my game of the week because that's how good this game was. And we'll get to the memes after the stats. Wow. Okay, Josh Allen. Jesus Christ. Josh Allen went 42 for 63. 400 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jesus Christ. Are you trying to kill your arm, Josh? For the rushing core, Josh Allen also can run. 8 carries for 47 yards. That ain't too bad. That's actually pretty respectable. And for the receiving core, Devin Singletary, of all people. 9 receptions for 78 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 7 receptions for 76 yards and a touchdown. Still respectable. It's still respectable. For the Dolphins, the combined effort of Tua Tagovailoa and Teddy Bridgewater. There's a reason why Bridgewater went in, which actually I'll explain real quick. Tagovailoa was hit really hard in a play by Matt Milano, and he was forced to leave the game for a little bit, concussion protocol. Bridgewater went in for 2 snaps, and then Tagovailoa went back in? Wait, I don't think that's how concussion protocol works in Miami. I don't think that's how that fucking works. I think when a player goes to the concussion protocol, their game is done. I'm serious, their game is done if you're on concussion protocol. What the fuck are you doing? I digress. Bridgewater only went up for 2 snaps and got nothing done. For Tagovailoa, 13 for 18, 186 yards and a touchdown. Not bad. Chase Edmonds ran 6 times for 21 yards and he got 2 touchdowns. With the shitty amount of yards that he ran for, he got 2 touchdowns, so hey, gotta have some respect on it. And then Jalen Waddle, 4 receptions for 102 yards. That's it. That's really it. The Dolphins won this game. Okay, they won 21-19 over the Bills. But let me just say real quick, how in the actual fuck do you do that, Miami? Let me preface the play. 4th quarter, the Miami Dolphins are about to punt. They're deep into their own territory, so they're forced to punt. The punt's made, and it goes off of his teammate's ass. And it goes out of bounds behind the end zone for his safety. You think I'm kidding? That actually happened. How do you kick the ball into your teammate's ass? How? Ladies and gentlemen, that is the... what do you call that? I mean, I know you dubbed the kick butt punt. That's exactly what you call it. I call it the ass punt, but that's okay. You can call it what you want. But, is that the memeable moment of the week? I think, yeah. But there's another memeable moment that deserves an honorable mention. When the Bills couldn't fucking spike the ball and the time expired, the Bills offensive coordinator was just, let's just say he was smashing shit everywhere, left, right, and center. He was breaking everything. There was no stopping him. He was pissed off to a T. Basically, it didn't look good. He was pissed. But Dolphins win 21-19 over the Bills. Next up, we got the Lions taking on the Vikings in the NFC North Showdown. I don't know. I mean, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, it was alright for what it was, but I don't know if I have a formulated opinion on this one. Rarity, I know, but hey, you gotta have something. For the Lions, Jared Goff went 25 for 41, 277 yards, a touchdown, and a hot pocket interception. For the rushing core, Jamal Williams went 20 times on the ground for 87 yards, and he got 2 touchdowns, so that's also pretty damn good. For the receiving core, it was still damn good. Josh Reynolds caught the ball 6 times for 96 yards. That's great. That's actually great. 16 yards per carry, 16 yards per reception. That's great. For the Vikings, Kirk Cousins went 24 for 41, 260 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Hey, that's pretty good. For rushing, Dalvin Cook carried the ball 17 times for 96 yards and a touchdown. Still damn good. Hey, you're gonna love to see it. Also, for receiving, KJ Osborne caught the ball 5 times for 74 yards and a touchdown, en route to a Vikings win over the Lions, 28-24. In a game that I wasn't expecting to be close, but at the same time, the Vikings, they look good for right now. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on to the game that kind of made me surprised, the Ravens and Patriots at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, in a game that I honestly believed was going to be kind of a one-sided affair, because, you know, the Ravens signed this guy named Jason Pierre-Paul. So you know that was going to be an added threat for the Patriots, but it seemed to do just fine, and apparently the Patriots kept it close. I don't know why. I don't think they should have kept it close, but hey, they did. So for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson went 18 for 29, 218 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a hot pocket interception. Lamar Jackson is also a running back. 11 carries for 107 yards and a touchdown. Hey, that's pretty damn good. You can't get mad at that. For the receiving core, Mark Andrews caught the ball 8 times for 89 yards and a touchdown, 2 touchdown erronies. And that's pretty damn good. For Mac Jones, oh boy. 22 for 32, 321 yards, and 3 interceptions. But at the end of the game, on the last throw, Mac Jones goes down with an injury. At the time of this recording, it is believed he has suffered a severe high ankle sprain that might require surgery, and in turn might cause him to be out for a few games. Now, they ever go with Bailey Zapp, or they go with... Oh, God. No, we got rid of him because of Mac! We don't need Cam! I'm sorry! Cam's not what he used to be! We don't need him! For the rushing, Ramondre Stevenson carried the ball 12 times for 74 yards and a touchdown. For receiving, Devontae Parker, this was your game. This was your fucking game. 5 receptions, 156 yards. That is what we wanted to see. Ravens took the win 37-26. I wasn't expecting the Patriots to score any more than 10. I guess the Ravens of all teams, but hey, I'm glad we got that done. It was a good game, so I mean, you can't get mad at that. Moving on, we got the Bengals taking on the Jets. The Bengals haven't been looking so hot this season, but they're playing the New York Jets. But they beat the Browns last week. The Jets have some momentum. And then they got pimp smacked back to reality. Joe Burrow went 23 for 36, 275 yards, and 3 touchdown passes. Samai Perine carried the ball 9 times for 47 yards. I hope I said his name right. I said Samai Perine. I hope I said that right. I hope I did. For the receiving core, Tyler Boyd caught the ball 4 times for 105 yards and a touchdown. Not bad. Not bad at all. For the Jets, Joe Flacco went 28 for 52. Apparently because of last week, Joe Flacco still thinks he can fucking gunsling the football. 285 yards and 2 hot pocket interceptions. Michael Carter led the rushing core at 11 carries for 39 yards on the day. And Tyler Conklin led the receiving core for 8 receptions for 84 yards. The Jets, as usual, looked like shit. The Bengals win. No one feels sorry for the Jets. Seriously though, they don't. They don't. For the next game, we have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Tennessee Titans. If the fucking Colts Chiefs game proved to be that the AFC West is cursed against the AFC South teams, this game fucking continues it. The combined effort of Derek Carr and Matt Collins went 27 for 45, 307 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a hot pocket turnover. For the rushing core, Josh Jacobs led with 13 carries for 66 yards, and Matt Collins led the receiving core in holy shit, 8 receptions, 158 yards, and a touchdown. God damn, that dude can fucking do shit. Damn. For the Titans, Ryan Tannehill went 19 for 27, 264 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Derek Carr actually tried to gain some form back at least. 20 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown. That's still damn good. For the receiving core, Robert Woods led the team. 4 receptions for 85 yards. Somehow that was enough. The Titans beat the Raiders 24-22. The Raiders are the only 0-3 team in the NFL. Ha 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 ha. You remember when everyone thought that the Raiders were going to be something because of that postseason run last season? At this point, I am ready to assume that was cursed logic bullshit. Anyone with me on that one? Because it doesn't stop. We'll get to the last AFC West, AFC South matchup in a little bit. Moving on, we got an NFC East matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders, where there were points scored in only 2 quarters that accounted for each team's points. You think I'm joking? Go look at NFL.com, look at the scores, and I'm not kidding you. Literally 2 quarters. The Eagles only scored in 1 quarter, the Commanders only scored in 1 quarter. I am not kidding you. That's real. Talk about a shitty day. For the Eagles, Jalen Hurts went 22 for 35, 340 passing yards, and 3 touchdowns. Damn good, he can fucking sling it. For rushing, Miles Sanders led with 15 carries and 46 yards. And Devontae Smith, whoo, that man can go. No wonder why he was a first round pick. 8 receptions, 169 nice yards, and a touchdown. Goddamn, that man can fucking play. For the Commanders, Carson Wentz went 25 for 43, 211 passing yards, and that's that. For the rushing core, Antonio Gibson led for 12 carries and 38 yards, and a touchdown for him on the day. For the receiving core, it was just Terry McLaurin, solely ahead of everyone else. 6 receptions, 102 yards, and that will do. The Eagles beat the Commanders 24-8 in what is the weirdest game I have ever seen. Get the fuck off my television screen. Seriously. For the next matchup. You know how I said we were going to talk about the other AFC West, AFC South matchup? This is it right here. Between the Jaguars and the Chargers, I legitimately think that hell has frozen over. I legitimately think that we have all lost our fucking minds. And you think I'm kidding? This game is an example of that. For the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence went 28 for 39, 262 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Okay. James Robinson proved that he can run when he's healthy. 17 carries for 100 yards and a touchdown. Pretty damn good. Zay Jones and Christian Kirk, I'm going to get to mention of both of them. 10 receptions, 85 yards and a touchdown for Zay Jones. 6 receptions, 72 yards and a touchdown for Christian Kirk. Still, that's serviceable. That's really good. Florida Chargers, Justin Herbert, with the injured ribs and all, went 25 for 45, 297 yards, a touchdown, and a hot pocket turnover. Sonny Michel ran with the ball 5 times for 22 yards on the day. Receiving, Josh Palmer, that's a name, 6 receptions, 99 yards. You want to know something funny? The Jacksonville Jaguars are 2-1. They beat the Chargers 38-10. Can we just figure out where the fuck we went wrong in the football world? Can we think about where the fuck we went wrong? Because I would like to believe that this game just never existed. Can we agree on that, please? Can we just agree on that? Because I have a feeling that a lot of people would agree with me on that one. Because that was bullshit. Oh my god. The NFL's going to hell. For the next game, we have the Rams taking on the Cardinals in what is probably LA's biannual beating down of the Birds. Because the Rams own them. They do. For the Rams, Matthew Stafford went 18 for 25, 249 yards, and that's that. Cam Akers ran on the ground 12 times for 61 yards and a touchdown. Honorable mention to Cooper Kupp, 1 carry for 20 yards and his first ever rushing touchdown in the NFL. Damn, I didn't know he could be a fucking running back too. Just don't turn him into a Deebo Samuel, please God. And Cooper Kupp is one of the best receivers in the game. No, screw that. He's the best one of this generation. There's no doubt. For receiving, Ben Skowronek. Why the hell is Cooper Kupp not at the top of that list? 4 receptions for 66 yards. And that's that for the Rams. For the Cardinals, Kyler Murray went 37 for 58, 314 yards, and that's all. For the rushing core, James Conner went 13 carries on the ground for 39 yards. And for receiving, Marquise Brown, 14 receptions for 140 yards. God damn. Still not enough to beat the Rams. Cardinals fall 20-12. The Rams back over 500 where they should be. Yes, I said it, where they fucking should be. Because they really deserved it. Speaking of teams that deserve shit, this game between the Falcons and the Seahawks, the NFL has officially frozen over into hell. If the Jacksonville game didn't fucking accomplish that, this game did. Sorry. The league is cursed. There's really no other way to put it. The league is fucking cursed. Marcus Mariota for the Falcons went 13 for 20, 229 yards, a touchdown, and a hot pocket turnover. Cordarrelle Patterson had a damn good game. 17 carries for 141 yards and a touchdown. For reference, the next highest Falcon on the rushing list, Avery Williams with 1 carry and 9 yards. The dude had 132 more rushing yards. Albeit on 16 more carries, but still. For the receiving, Kyle Pitts apparently exists now. 5 receptions for 87 yards. Again, he must exist now in the fucking Falcons world. For the Seahawks, Geno Smith went 32 for 44, 325 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a hot pocket turnover. Rashawn Penny carried the ball 14 times for 66 yards on the day. Tyler Lockett caught the ball 9 times in the air for 76 yards. Seahawks, we need to talk. How do you lose to the Falcons? How do you lose to the Falcons? Really? How do you lose to the Falcons? We should not be fucking discussing this right now, but you lost to the Falcons! Come on! You could have lost to some other better team, but you lost to the Falcons! God! For this next game, we have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And how do we word it? How do we word this game? Oh yeah, neither team had their number 1 receivers. Or their number 2 receivers. Probably starting with third string at this point. Because, didn't look good. I'm going to tell you, it did not look good. Did not look good. For the Packers, Aaron Rodgers went 27 for 35, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a hot pocket turnover. Aaron Jones carried the ball 12 times on the ground for 36 yards. A.J. Dillon wasn't that far behind. 12 carries for 32 yards. Not far behind at all. For receiving, Randall Cobb caught the ball only twice for 57 yards. For the Buccaneers, Tom Brady went 31 for 42, 271 yards and a touchdown. Leonard Fournette carried the ball 12 times for 35 yards on the day. Russell Gage is actually the one who got the most yardage this week. 12 receptions for 87 yards and a touchdown. Pretty good. Just not enough to beat the Packers, apparently. You lose the game 14-12, and no one probably feels sorry for the Buccaneers. God, kill us all. And for Sunday night shitfest, we have the Niners taking on the Broncos. There's a reason why I called it Sunday night shitfest and not Sunday night football. Because this game, you see, children, was complete ass. Into the fourth quarter, going into the fourth quarter, the game was 7-5 San Francisco. 7-5. What the fuck happened? I don't know, nor do I have the brain cell capacity at 12:30 in the morning that the day this video comes out talking about it. For the 49ers, Jimmy G went 18 for 29, 211 yards, a touchdown, and a hot pocket turnover. Jeff Wilson, new name, 12 carries for 75 yards on the rushing game. And for the receiving, it was Deebo Samuel's day. 5 receptions for 73 yards. Looking good, looking good. For the Denver Broncos, Chef Russ just constantly keeps yelling out Broncos country, let's ride. As he goes 20 for 33, 184 yards, and that's that. You expected more? No, that's that for him. For the rushing core, Javonte Williams carried the ball 15 times for 58 yards. And for the receiving core, Cortland Sutton caught the ball 8 times for 97 yards. That's pretty good. En route to, what do we call it? A Broncos victory. What was the Broncos victory? 11-10. You think I'm shitting you, but I'm not. 11-10. You want premium Monday Night Football, you ain't getting it, bitch. You ain't getting it. That's all you're getting. Fuck you. And now we go from the Sunday night shitfest to the Monday night clown show between the Cowboys and the Giants. I was streaming last night for half of the third quarter and all the fourth quarter because, you know, I had shit to do. And this game was kind of bad. Actually, scratch that. Not kind of. Was just bad. I don't even know how you respond to that. For the Cowboys, Cooper Rush went 21 for 31, 215 yards, and a touchdown. Tony Pollard had a beautiful day. 13 carries for 105 yards. And for receiving, it was all CeeDee Lamb. 8 receptions for 87 yards and a touchdown. Shit, I can't fucking talk tonight. For the Giants, Danny derped at the last hour. 20 for 37, 196 yards, and a hot pocket turnover. Saquon Barkley had an alright night. 14 carries for 81 yards and a touchdown, including a 36-yarder. Not bad. 36-yard touchdown run, not bad. And for receiving, Sterling Shepard caught the ball 5 times for 49 yards. And at the end of the game, he got injured and to be carted off. You never want to see that. In the end, the Cowboys beat the Giants 23-16 in the Monday Night Clown Show. But that will do it for the week in review this week. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like. Comment down below if you guys want to see anything next. If you haven't done so already, and you find yourselves coming back to the channel on the regular, god damn it, subscribe and join the Illogical Nation. God, this week fucking sucked. Until next time, je suis le Canadien. Bonne nuit, and au revoir.